Hi, this is Gary Quill for HorseRacingNation.com, and I'm here at Pimlico Racecourse in front of the Preakness Stakes barn. And we'll be talking to folks in preparation for the middle jewel of the Triple Crown, the 139th running of the Preakness Stakes. I'm here with trainer Linda Rice, who has Kid Cruz going out in the Preakness on Saturday. Linda, walk me through how you got the horse, claiming him, then bringing him down to Maryland for the private terms in the Tessio, and how he's doing.
Well, he's doing very well. Trained well this morning. Settled into Pimlico nicely. We brought him down on Monday. I claimed him in November in his second start in a maiden claim in 50 at Aqueduct. He won that day on the dirt and won by about 7 lengths. Obviously, we were happy with his performance that day. And since the race, I waited for about 7 weeks before I ran him back. Put him on Lasix. And he was improving, week to week, just improving. And I thought we might have a pretty nice horse on our hands. So I called the owner, nominated him as Triple Crown, and of course he knew I liked him pretty well at that point. So, and then I ended up bringing him to Maryland to run the private terms because the weather had canceled the allowance race in New York, and I really wanted to run him further. He had been a closing second in an allowance race at Aqueduct on kind of a speed-biased racetrack and looked like he needed more ground. So I shipped him for the private terms. He was pretty impressive there. He made a big move, came from 22 lengths out of it, which was not by intent. And then we brought him back for the Frederick Tessio, and it closed nicely again and gave us a race over the track. So we're excited. It's a big step up in company, but we're excited about it.
Being a local guy, I saw both of those races here in Maryland. Like you said, he closed big time and far back. And I noticed that in the Tessio, he was more forwardly placed. Is that going to be by design, or the way the race is shaping up on Saturday, it would behoove you because there's a ton of speed. So any instructions you're going to give Julian?
I think that the horse, first time that when he ran the private terms, we were all a little startled that he was so far back, and I thought, oh my God, what's wrong? But once he got on track, he came running. The second time around, I think that he's perfecting his running style, and he's still a lightly raced horse, and I think that he will get more comfortable each time we run him. And so I'm assuming that there will be a faster pace in the Preakness than he's ever had before. I'm excited about that, the prospect of it. And he's going to have to really run his best race in order to catch him.
Well, one more question. I know after you claimed the horse, you had contacted the owners previous. Can you talk about that?
Well, they contacted me about a week after we claimed the horse. Black Swan Stable did. John DeStefano, the managing partner of Black Swan Stable. And they were quite disappointed and surprised when they lost their horse, and asked if they could buy back into a piece of the horse. So I discussed it with my client, and after back and forth for a couple days, Stephen Brandt, which is Vina Del Mar stable, decided that it was good karma and let him back in. It was nice to know that they liked the horse that well, and we let him back in for a minority percentage of the horse. So more the merrier.
Great. And one last question. The decision to keep Julian Pimentel on, the local jockey versus one of the more nationally known.
Well, Stephen left that up to me, and I just felt that he'd won twice on the horse. He's familiar with the horse. He's obviously a Maryland rider, and I just wanted, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Great. So, thank you very much for your time. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, it's Mike Shuddy with Horse Racing Nation, and your author of The Super Screener. Wow, what a derby. By any measure, a huge success. We hit that super factor for $7,500. Hit the $1 trifecta 7 times with our wagers. That was $1,700 each. And of course, we hit that juicy $300 exacta payoff. By any measure, a huge success. Go back to superscreener.com for a lot more information. Read more about what our fans had said about their big scores in the Kentucky Derby, and get yourself a Preakness Super Screener.